The U.S. authorities filed a lawsuit against Binance. The first reaction of the market was Bitcoin falling below $27,000. But what's next? Do we need to urgently take our money from the exchange, sell all the cryptocurrency? And why Bitcoin is not yet at 15,000? Let's get to the bottom of this. About the lawsuit against the top one crypto exchange in the world became known last night. Today, we have the opportunity to fully dissect the claim, highlighting the main points, and I will also tell you about the official response from Binance. And then we will discuss the possible consequences for the exchange and the cryptocurrency market as a whole. Those who don't miss my videos are aware of it. When the Securities and Exchange Commission brought charges against Kraken for staking and then for issuing BUSD stablecoin, I said that in fact, the regulator is preparing for a big fish hunt, gradually getting closer to Binance. And that day came, only while everyone was waiting for the SEC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission unexpectedly came on the scene. This is another American regulator in charge of the markets. Why the Commodity Futures Trading Commission? In fact, the two regulators have been arguing about who should be in charge of cryptocurrencies, but don't think they will argue and won't get anything done. Personally, my opinion is that the chance of another lawsuit against the financial already cut off is still very high. Just the authorities were looking for a reason to put pressure on Binance, and the Trading Commission was the first to find it. They accused Binance and personally the head of the exchange, Changpeng Zhao, in the organization of the trading floor without registration, as well as trading against customers, that is, a planned haircut American hamsters. Because before the hamsters of other nationalities, the U.S. authorities have no special department, at least officially. It is important that the charges are not against the American division of Binance US, but precisely against the main exchange. The suit notes that the exchange deliberately bypassed the U.S. law, helping residents to gain access to the site, although it had no right to serve them. Moreover, it says about the special conditions for VIP clients, they were told how to hide their activities using VPN and other services, and sent a notice in case of law enforcement inquiries to their names. The exchange is also accused of helping to circumvent U.S. sanctions, including the provision of financial services to organizations recognized as terrorist. As evidence are referred to the correspondence of Java Exchange employees, which was carried out in the messenger signal, and the message was constantly deleted. It turns out that the U.S. authorities somehow hacked into Zhao's phone and monitored his correspondence for a long time, collecting materials for the future case. As for the head of Binance personally, he is charged with managing the exchange virtually single-handedly. What's wrong with that? But according to its structure, Binance is a group of separate companies. The same Binance US has its CEO and officially does not depend on the main exchange. But as the regulator says, all these separate companies are just a fiction, and in fact everything is managed personally by Zhao. Also, he is accused of trading against clients, indicating the existence of 300 accounts linked directly to him. That is, shearing hamsters was put on stream. There is also an interesting point in this lawsuit, according to which Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin are considered commodities, not securities. This statement contradicts the position of SEC. At least against Ethereum, they gave direct hints that it is a security, after transition to post-algorithm. But don't get too excited and think that all SEC securities lawsuits can now be easily overturned. In fact, the regulators can agree among themselves and simply divide the liability, meaning that each will bring charges in their own jurisdiction. That's how it works. And yes, by the way, if you are not yet subscribed to our Telegram channel, I recommend you do it right now. Next, we will talk about the possible implications for the cryptocurrency market as a whole. The lawsuit from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, Changpeng Zhao called disappointing and unexpected. And he also claims that many of the facts are incompletely disclosed or based on incorrect conclusions. Thanks to this response, we learned that Binance uses the most sophisticated verification system, which includes mobile operator data, fingerprints, bank deposit, and more. Zhao claims that in this way, none of the U.S. residents could trade on the main exchange, and Binance has been actively cooperating with regulators and law enforcement agencies for more than 2 years. It is said that the exchange has already handled 55,000 requests, which over the past 2 years alone resulted in the blocking of $285 million. And Binance also has 16 licenses in different countries around the world, and no other exchange can boast the presence of so many permits. As for trading against clients, Zhao says that nothing of the kind can happen in principle. He personally has only 2 accounts on the exchange, one for using a payment card and the other for personal investments in cryptocurrencies. In addition, for him and for all exchange employees, there are strict rules for trading, so they can't use features such as Launchpad, margin, or futures. Moreover, and if someone bought or sold a coin, they can't trade it again for 90 days. In general, it looks like Binance is the most white and fluffy exchange in the world. But how could the regulators sue them? They must have found something. And it is important to understand that Zhao could not give any other answer, but he would not write a confession. He would have brought down the entire market. The interesting question is why Bitcoin didn't quickly recover its losses, if Binance is not to blame for anything, assuming we believe Changpeng Zhao, because it follows from this answer that it is more likely to go to trial. And why haven't prices fallen even more? Because there is no reason to do so yet, but it is possible if something happens, as I will discuss in the final part of this video. For now, I will ask you to support the channel with your likes, and better yet, subscribe, so that everyone who has an account on Binance will see this video. So far, the case goes to the fact that we will have another long trial, which will regularly issue a portion of negative news and interfere with the growth of cryptocurrency prices. However, as long as the exchange works and there is no doubt about its solvency, we have no reason to panic. As they say, Binance is too big to fall, and it is hardly a goal to destroy it. Most likely, it is about taking cryptocurrency trading under tight control, and for that, we need to find leverage on the world's leading exchange. So if you have so far trusted your finances in terms of holding assets, despite my warnings that the regulator will definitely take them on, then you kind of don't need to do anything yet. But I highly recommend keeping an eye on the news because things can change dramatically. If the following happens, first of all, panic and a Bitcoin collapse to 20,000. And if Changpeng Zhao is arrested or at least put on an international wanted list. It's not a question of that yet. But if there is a court, there may be further rulings to bring him to justice. Besides, there are charges against the exchange and personally against him in the lawsuit. Secondly, we could easily see a rate of 15,000 or lower on Bitcoin if there are problems with Binance's solvency. How could this happen? For example, Zhao will turn out to be a bad guy and will disappear in the sunset. Together with all exchanges' money sounds like nonsense, but in theory he has that possibility. Or another option, on request of US authorities, banks will start to seize exchanges' accounts. And talented hackers from the FBI will somehow get hold of the cryptocurrency wallets. The US authorities have already seized more than 200,000 bitcoins when they shut down darknet trading platforms, so they have similar experience. Thirdly, the market may shake pretty badly if regulators of other countries will start to revoke Binance's licenses en masse on the ground of this lawsuit. Nothing like that has happened so far, but it is possible. Now you know everything about the lawsuit against Binance at the moment, and you know what to get ready for. Thank you for watching. Your cryptocurrency.